Yeah, new friend.
Chapter 5. Friendly Feud.
Uh-oh.
The air was heavy with the hard rain's residue, the smell of wet things. Despite his dreary surroundings, Luka felt at peace. He'd never shared those details about his dad with anyone.
Yeah, no, this game, it has some very, very endearing storylines so far, and very interesting characters, so I'm excited to see, you know, what else becomes of them and of the story.
Not even Rollo. But it's not like this changed anything. Rollo was still his best friend. Adding Beck to the group would help balance things out. Everything's better in threes. This is what Luka told himself as he headed to the treehouse.
I have a feeling Rollo's not going to be so happy about this. Let's go see. Oh, you're here. Hey, Dawn, tracking down a lead? You bet. Heard a juicy new rumor. Turns out, when Sharper Valentine died, he left behind a particular last will and testament. Or peculiar, sorry. Peculiar how? He didn't just give his kids an inheritance. There were conditions. Like what? The document stipulated that Harris had to take on a child as her ward. A kid our age who just showed up to town one night with a lawyer. Solomon? Bingo. So Eris was forced to take care of him? Yep, or she would have lost everything. Why would Sharper care so much about some random kid? Rumor has it old Sharper sowed some wild oats. That explains the way Eris treats him. Or Solomon. How'd you find all this out? Good reporter never reveals her sources, Luka. Okay. I just looked over at the time. I meant to take a break at 12. Omni, how's your day going? Ooh, that sounds good. I hope you enjoyed your dinner. I'm probably gonna be lazy and just get McDonald's later on because I have stuff happening. So this person's still here. Everyone seems to have gone home. He met his old friend's eyes. It was greeted with nothing but ice-cold anger. Heavens, there's no time for fractured friendships. I have a weird feeling that if I speak to this person more during the different chapters, they might actually be foretelling what's about to happen to us. Oh, so we know we don't trust these people here. Oh, Void, how do you enjoy it? How are you enjoying it? Excuse me, what are you doing? Just locking up for the night, sir. Oh, wonderful. I can only assume this means all festival preparations have been completed ahead of schedule. Not exactly, sir. The storm set us back a bit and it's getting late, so we all decided to... You all decided? Yes, sir. As I'm aware that your job involved deciding things. We're all here at Perennial Harvest because we believe in creating a better future, yes? Yes, sir, very much, sir. Do you want to be the only one to tell this town that we failed them? No? That we gave up because there was a little rainstorm when we all got sleepy? Of course not, sir. Good, then it's decided. Yes, sir, we'll work till the task is done. See that you do. Our harvest awaits. Yeah, there's something going on there. Let's just pass and out the fam. So let's just finish the entire order in like 10 minutes. Oh my goodness. That's about what I usually do too. So we're gonna go to the treehouse now. We're gonna go see our friend. Rollo, are you still up there? Sorry, Rollo isn't accepting visitors at the moment. Come back never.
Luka had only ever heard him speak in this stiff yet gentle tone a few times, and it always meant one thing.
You're upset. Oh, what makes you say that? Maybe because my best friend abandoned me for no reason? I didn't abandon you. I'm just a little late.
Rollo scoffed.
The rain held me up. Liar. You weren't even home. What? The storm got bad and I got worried, so I went looking for you. Imagine my surprise when I made it to your house and you weren't there. I hadn't made it back yet. I'm not a fool, Luka. It doesn't take all day to deliver some jam. No, that storm rolled in out of nowhere, and I got stuck after dinner at Beck's.
Luka stumbled on his words, knowing he'd said too much.
Beck? Dinner? What the heck is a Beck? She's a new kid in town. She's actually kind of cool. You'd like her. She needed help convincing her parents that she made new friends. New friends? Spent all day waiting for you, and you were off making new friends? It's not like that, Rollo. You know, while I was waiting, I made some upgrades to mission control. It's gonna be a surprise. You took so long, the storm knocked it all down. Just like you knocked down our friendship. What does that mean? What does that even mean?
Luka became instinctively angry in response. Both boys were now shouting across the distance.
It means you're a bad friend. You don't care about me. Of course I care, you ass. I knew I'd get in trouble waiting so late for you, but I kept my word, because that's what friends do. Oh wow, what a noble sacrifice you made. Easy for you to say. Your granddad doesn't even care. Your granddad? Your grand doesn't even care. You can stay out as long as you want, and you wouldn't even get in trouble. Seriously? You're acting like I chose this? If that's what you think, then maybe you're the bad friend.
His tone changed to a calm, yet more intense anger.
Maybe Pa's right. Storms bring more than water. This one brought out the real Luka. Stop quoting your Pa's nonsense like it means anything. Yeah, well, at least my Pa is still around.
The words hung in the cold night air. Rollo's stomach dropped, knowing he'd crossed a line. But it was too late.
Luka, Good night, Rollo. Dang it. Well, that went well. Come on, 30 minutes late to something. Oh dear. Yeah, I hate being late for things, so I try to, like, you know, if I know it'll happen, I try my best to let everyone know.
Luka dug through his old stuff, not even sure what he was looking for.
Didn't we see the soccer ball at the treehouse? Hello. What a jerk. Call me a bad friend? Oh. Oh, I'm Rollo. Look at me and my amazing family. Okay. Guess I'm just never supposed to make new friends. Oh. Okay, well now we can just cry our way out of situations. Luka?
Gran cooed gently from the hallway.
You slept straight through breakfast. Luka, are you alright? Fine. Mood. The weep. Just don't feel like getting up yet. Okay, I'll leave this oatmeal by the door. Gotta run out and take care of some things. Okay. Be back later to check in. Sure.
Luka just wanted to be alone. He waited to hear the sound of the front door closing.
Bet Rollo's still gonna go to the festival. Rollo thinks I'm still going to the festival with him. He can shove it. Oh, you want me to kick it some more? He's gonna be miserable. Okay. I think that's all the kicking it wanted me to do. Oh.
Luka dozed off again.
I can just go to sleep again. Why not? Luka, I see you didn't eat your oatmeal. Wasn't hungry. Well, just in case you get hungry, I'll leave a sandwich here too. Thanks. Rollo came by. What did he say? He wanted to talk to you. What did you say? I told him you weren't feeling well. Good. So your plan is to just sit in your room all day? Pretty much. Well, I need to pop away again for a minute. If you decide to end your pity party and go outside, I think it'd do you some good. Noted.
Luka still couldn't bring himself to go out. Besides, if he ran into Rollo, he'd have to actually confront the situation.
That's a mood. Hide in your room. There's never anything interesting at the festival anyway. Oh, want me to hit that? Wait, I can do it. Oh. I'm doing a bad job at hitting. Okay, this is my chance. Maybe not quite. There we go. Ordered food from a restaurant that normally sends dessert for free to make me feel better, but they didn't send anything extra for the first time. It feels like they know and they want me to feel worse. Oh no! How was like the normal food though? What did you order?
The Adventures of Hank Atomic.
It's a complete first volume.
Luka carefully opened the cover and began to read. Rollo had received it for his birthday. A special hardcover edition with behind-the-scenes commentary and bonus art. Rollo cherished it, but asked that Luka keep it at his house. Luka wasn't sure if it was because Rollo didn't trust himself with it, didn't trust his sister around it, or just wanted an excuse to come hang out at Luka's more often.
Oh.
Whatever the reason, Luka didn't mind, but it had stayed right there where Rollo had stashed it ever since. Now, at the foot of his bed, Luka lost himself in the pages. He'd read it all before, but at this moment, it somehow felt sentimental. He was well into issue number 5 when he heard soft footsteps from the hallway.
Luka? Another little friend came to see you. A girl named Beck Modwell. Or Modwell? Hey, Titus, it's really, really fun. Honestly, I can't recommend it enough. I'm playing this through Game Pass if you guys are curious. If you have that, definitely a good one to check out. It's very fun. Hi, Shady, as well. She said you met yesterday? What did she say? Is she here? She was just dropping by. I told her you weren't taking visitors today. Oh. She seems nice. Yeah. You had a fight with Rollo, didn't you? Can I come in? Maybe later. Alright then. I'll leave dinner on the kitchen table, in case you want a bite before bedtime.
Without realizing it, Luka had pouted away the entire afternoon. He once again felt the weight of it all, and allowed his weary eyes to close. Luka stood in a vast black expanse.
Hey, RS, welcome on in. If you guys are just joining us, this game is called Beacon Pines. It's like a choose-your-own-adventure, sort of like mystery kind of game. It's very cute, has a gorgeous art style, gorgeous music. The characters so far have been really interesting, and the story is... it's fun. It's interesting. We've had a couple ends already that have been kind of dark, but...
He looked up at his father standing beside him. Walt was working a straw at the bottom of a fountain glass, trying to collect the last bits of milkshake. Dad? Where are we? Taking a final loud gurgling sip, his father peered up from the glass. He jangled the straw playfully with a warm smile, then lifted the empty glass as if to point into the darkness. The source? Luka's eyes followed his father's gesture. In an instant, he was sitting in front of a blazing campfire. Across from him sat a large figure in a yellow hazmat suit. The figure's voice was a scratchy echo. Well, if it isn't the man of the hour, make yourself comfortable. Luka held his shivering hands over the flame to warm himself. It doesn't work that way here. Their yellow-gloved hand pointed to the base of the flame. It's a cold flame, see? Luka peered at the base of the fire. It wasn't wood that was burning. It was Beacon Pines itself. Tiny buildings, freezing and crumbling as they were consumed by flame. Luka could see small shadows moving in the burning city. People. Luka leapt to his feet. We've got to help them! The figure gave a dismissive wave of their hand. Why waste energy helping people who can't even help themselves? The figure bent down to examine the panicked crowd as they desperately tried to stop the flames. They only care about what's right in front of them, not like us. Luka's voice was a trembling whisper. Us? The figure slowly stood up, grabbing its helmet with both hands. With a jolt and a twist, the suit emitted a gasp. A cloud of torpid mist escaped, slowly revealing the face within. Luka's own face looked back at him. Older, worn, distant.
Oh.
The sensation was oddly familiar, as if he'd caught his own reflection by surprise in the mirror. The doppelganger smiled. I tried to help once. He gestured towards his face. And all it got me was this. Luka staggered back. You aren't me. Luka felt a hand catch his shoulder. His father was there again, beside him. Every choice sets us on a path. This is the end of one of your paths, son. Luka watched his older self shake its head ruefully, its face twisting into a cruel grin. Welp, Dad. If you wanted him to see this, far be it from me to disappoint. Luka watched in shock as the figure took a confident step forward and plunged into the flames. In a flash of cold light, he was gone. What does all of this mean? Luka felt a reassuring squeeze on his shoulder. Just remember, why we choose matters just as much as what we choose. Luka woke up to see a hazy figure at the foot of his bed, silhouetted in the morning sun.
Mom? No, dear. It's only Gran.
Luka rubbed his eyes. The kind, concerned face of his Gran came into focus.
How are you feeling? Fine. Anything you want to talk about? I don't feel like talking. That's just as well. How about you sit there and listen a bit? Whatever you and Rollo fought about doesn't matter. But
Gran silenced Luka with a gentle pat on the leg.
Fights between friends happen. What was said doesn't matter. The important thing is that it's not the last thing you ever say to each other. But he said stuff about Dad. Well, do you think he meant it? No. He was just mad. And did you mean any of the things you said to him? No. Good. One must appreciate friends in their best moments and accept them in their worst. Oh my god, charm. Now get your little butt out of bed. The festival's today. You don't want to miss that, do you? I guess not. Seems like a good opportunity to make amends with Rollo, doesn't it?
Luka gave a reluctant nod.
So buy him a corn dog and apologize. But he's the one that... What did I just say? Buy him a corn dog. That's a good boy. Everything's better with corn dogs. Need to get going now. Got some last minute festival business to take care of. I'll come find you at the fountain a little after lunch. Alright? I love you, Luka. Love you too.
Luka took a deep breath.
Okay.